Here is another example on SPFx Fluent UI, and this time we will see how we can display a dialog box whenever user will click on a button. Now for this particular example, I have also created a solution which is a React solution, and this is what we are going to build here. You can see behind the scene there is some data that we are displaying it from a particular list, and then there is a delete button. So whenever user will click on this delete button, you can see there is a dialog box is appearing and yes no is there. If user will click on yes, then the item will be deleted from here, and if user will select no, then the dialog box will close. So this is what basically we are going to see in this example. So again what I'll do here is, if I'll open here, now this is the list. You can see here this is my SharePoint site and this is the list, and here is the workbench. So basically this is the site where my list is there. So here I'll go and add the web part. So if you'll see here, if you'll go here, there you can see Fluent UI dialog. So you can see now, so there are 4 items on this, and if you will click on any button, you can on this delete button, and then you can see yes no dialog box is coming, and if you say no, then nothing will happen, the dialog box will close. And if you will click on yes, you will see that it is showing a successful message, and once you click on OK, now you can see here 3 items are there. Pretty simple example on this, I just wanted you to use it. Now for this exactly I have done the same thing. I have created a React application. You can create a client side web part using SPFx React, and then you can see, let me just explain it. So if I'll scroll down here, you can see in the render method we have this state.html. basically here you can see the state.html. this is nothing but we are creating a HTML here. You can see which is nothing but a TRTD and a table we took, and then we are binding the items on this. You can see here this is the table data on basically that whichever we have created, but the items you can see here the items we are passing here, and the items are coming from this. You can see we are getting all these items here on this method from this list, and that's what we are binding. So this is the structure basically we are creating after we have the items array, and on that we are creating this table structure and adding it. So basically we are doing that. This is that, for that we are using. And then there is a dialog control is there in Fluent UI. If I will just open that, here it is. You can see this is the dialog control. You can see it here under surfaces, and there are a lot of properties on this. You can see it how it is coming, what are the various options are there. You can click on show code, and then you will be able to see the entire code as well. Now for this let me just open the code again. Now on the dialog box you can see here this is the hidden, this is the state.hide dialog, basically a property that we are setting up. On dismiss again hide dialog, there is a property we are making it to true false. And then you can see here the properties. What are the properties basically that we are adding on this? If you will go up, you can see this is a constant variable. The properties type, this is normal, title delete, soft text, are you sure you want to delete. So this is basically the properties we want the dialog to display. And then you can see here dialog footer. So here we have added 2 buttons, yes and no. On the no button nothing is happening, just we are setting up the properties to true, and on the yes the operation will happen on the SharePoint list. Basically we are getting the get by ID and then deleting. So then you are setting up the state, and then once this is deleted successfully, alert has been shown, then we are calling the get items. So get items basically will change the state of the items with the new set of items. So and here the icon on this table, if you look at this on this table, basically here this delete icon, this is what is we are adding a delete. On click we are setting up the item ID, and then the title is delete. So this is how we can this is simple example but very powerful. Lot of time you use this. So I'll put the solution. You can simply unzip it and then put npm i. So it will install the node module, and then later you can create the package if you want to deploy it into your SharePoint site. into your tenant app catalog. But make sure the list should be there. This is the list, and then based on your requirement you can also change the column names and everything. So thank you, and we'll see another example also.